Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Officially welcome to 2023. I already posted a video this year, but it wasn't us really having a conversation. It was just me showing you a few things. The air feels. How does it feel? How does it feel? It feels a bit different, although based on normal, I'm still writing 2022 mistakenly when I want to write dates. But I guess that happens to everyone, so yeah, it takes some getting used to. So today, I'm just gonna jump into it. First, this is 2023, and I'm going to learn to introduce myself. My name is Treasure of the Treasured Family. Uh, this channel is built to have a community where we can chat, share knowledge, just enjoy life, and let you know what's going on. I'm glad that the community is growing. I don't take any of it for granted. I don't know how other people do it, but once I see one subscriber, I'm like, eh. Once I see two, I'm like, Nebo. I'm so happy and I'm grateful that now that I'm fully back, we can talk about many things. So today, I just want to talk about like this some new year things. New year, new us, right? I know some of you are like, this new year, I'm going to go to the gym. This new year, I'm starting this new project. This new year, I'm going to that school. This new year, this new year, new year resolution, long. You have things that you're ready to do, right? Like the goals are written, just like the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain so that it's easier to run with. We're hyped up, but I feel like the hype has started coming down. That's why I actually waited a bit for this video to come out because at the beginning of a new year, everyone is so gingered. I'm busy just me. I'm like, I can take on the world. In fact, I can be president of Nigeria. I can be it actually. I'm just saying, like, I feel so pumped. The energy is on 100, the 1,000. I'm like, let's do it. This is the year. And then gradually, as the year unravels, I guess that's because it's like an onion. Motivational speaker. As the year unravels, just unravels, we start saying like, hold on, ah, hold on, hold on, what's going on? And I was talking to someone last week, and the person was like, "Oh, this new year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." I'm like, "Yeah, get it, girl. Like, do this, do that, all of that stuff." I like people are like hyped because ginger, ginger and results sometimes they don't blend, but ginger is good. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is the year we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that," and somewhere in between, because I know this person, I realized that she didn't mention the things that she was doing in 2022. Basically, she was like, see, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do every year my I'm gonna do this, gonna do this, gonna do I'm going to do this, going to do this, going to do this. God knows sweet Asha. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And she skipped the 2022 things. Now, this is what I want to say, and this is why I'm here. As the year unravels, right? It's easy to just be like, I want something new. I want a new beginning. I want fresh. Like, what is the purpose for this year, oh God? Like, what do you want me to do this year? What's the project I'm working on? Where am I submitting these proposals? What new business am I starting? Yeah. That's nice. But what happened to what you started in 2022? I don't understand. Like, some of you just feel comfortable doing half things. No, see, don't hate the messenger. I'm a messenger today. I shake the table. When we are done, we gather it. Why? If you speak to some people, actually, 2020, they were doing something different. 2021, something different. 2022, something different. 2020 that we are entering, by can't work by something different. Half, half, half stuff. And sometimes it's because we get wrapped up in the whole, it's a new year. I'm going to do something new. I want a new slate. Uh, Purpose does not change in a new year. God is not going to say, it's a new year. Oh, yeah, the purpose I sent you to the world to do, let it change. Stop preaching the gospel. For example, as a Christian. Or maybe I sent you to come and liberate women and say, no more liberation of women. Let's do this instead. God has times and seasons in his hands, and everything is linked with God. I feel like this culture where people just want to be like, what's your resolution? Ah, that thing you did last year, something new, something fresh. I get it. But if you're on the right path, isn't it better to just continue? So I feel like for quite a number of people, yeah, there are a lot of people that this is a new leaf. Personally, last year for me was a transition year. This year, I'm settling into different positions that I got to take last year. Like, I'm just getting used to it, navigating it better, learning on it, like a lot of things, right? But last year was a continuation of a lot of things I started 2 years ago. I don't get it when people come and they're like, ah, see this year, what am I doing this year? And somehow, what they were doing in 2022 is not inside. Don't get me wrong, God can say, leave whatever you're doing. This new year, I have a new assignment for you. But is that really what God said? Or you yourself? Because you're too, you just like that new feeling that I'm in a new era, I'm in a new this. You just throw everything that you've been instructed to do in 2022, throw it to caution and be like, 2023, what's the instruction? The instruction still stands until God says otherwise. Like, it is important to make sure that whatever you start, you finish. I've never seen, never, anywhere in the Bible where God started something and did not finish. Never. 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 I hope that never will be screaming on my screen. Never. Because it's not a half-assed God. It doesn't do wishy-washy. So same are you. Yes, it's a new year, but do not neglect the things that have been trusted into your hands from the previous years. From the previous years. There's certain projects that 1 year is not enough. I feel like some people can probably relate. There's certain things and certain instructions that sometimes you're just scratching the surface after 1 year. So what are we talking about? It's very, very important, to not get carried away in this new year. Yeah, it's a new year. The number behind the 2020 has changed. So it's no more 2022. You now write three. It feels different. In organizations, they're like, what are your goals for the year? As a person, you're writing what your plan is. But make sure you don't disconnect this year from the years that have come. If you've been working on something, I mean, let's use a practical example. If you're doing a PhD that takes years, will you get to 2023 and say, New Year, new me? Oh, yeah, let's go and start on that PhD? Of course not. Or would you say, let's go and do another degree? Of course not. You finish. The Bible says that the path of the just is like a shining light. What I see there is progression. The path of the just, day after day after day, is like a shining light. What does it do? It shines brighter and brighter onto the perfect day. That means that your tomorrow is connected to your today. Why? Because if you were shining at like I don't know engineering, if it's like 300 watts, is that correct? It's like 300 watts. Some maybe want to do like 500 watts. Some around. Channel, channel one. You know what I mean? Well, it's not that you go and carry another bulb. I mean, sometimes it's that way, right? But if God hasn't given you an instruction to drop something, to be honest, don't let people deceive you and say, new year, drop that job. New year, going for another job. New year, in the guise of going to another level, I'm changing houses. If God has not told you to change houses, to change job, don't do it. I feel like what everyone should be doing right now, especially for those that are properly grounded in their purpose and understand what they're supposed to do, is to be like, what's next? Like, I'm in line with this thing, but what's next, God? What am I doing next? What is the thing that I need to do that is in alliance with this? Everything has got to connect. Everything has got to connect.